What is up, YouTube? Thrift School over here out front of the thrift store. Yeah, you can see it over there. We are about to pull in, just waiting at a light right here, and we're gonna see what we can find. I'm gonna find things for Amazon mostly, but I'm gonna take a quick look at the DVDs for eBay. Now, I'm working on getting ungated and selling DVDs over on Amazon, guys. So when that becomes a reality, we will see what happens. But for now, I have to rely on selling them over on eBay, which, you know what, I'm okay with. I sell a lot of them on eBay. I just dropped all 4 packages today overnight. eBay sales, all DVDs. So let's head inside. They got lots of board games in here. Now they're cash only, which kind of stinks because I don't have any cash on me. But they do have an ATM in here. It charges $3.75, which is kind of nutty. And here we go. We got a beautiful spot. There's a lot of trash in this parking lot, but it's okay. Let's head inside and see what we find. So here we are inside of the thrift store. Taking a quick look at the video games first. I see a Super Mario game. They want $8 for it. You wouldn't even make that much after fees, so not worth it for Amazon. So I'm still looking. They got a whole bunch of games here, and each time I think I find something decent, the price is whack. This game I'd just never heard of before, but you'd make no money on it. They wanted $6, you'd only make $2.55. And then I stumble upon a pretty decent game in this little row of games right here. And, you know, once I saw the price, I didn't think it was worth it. I did end up looking it up. Aliens vs. Predator. They wanted $8. You'd make a little bit of money on it, but it just wasn't something I felt like messing with. I wasn't going to spend $8 on a game just to make, you know, $3.50. Just didn't seem worth it. So I turned around and I looked at all the DVDs, and I wanted to get a quick look at the pricing. It looked like $1.99 for all the loose, or not loose, all the open used DVDs, and then for all the sealed ones they were asking $3. Well, of course, box sets and things like that, they're going to charge a little bit more for it. In the small box set of Archer, they had priced at $4. It's only selling for $10 on Amazon, so I knew it wouldn't be worth it over on eBay, so I left it. My service wasn't the best up by the DVDs, and I was wasting my time waiting for listings to load, so I figured I'd walk around the store. I actually found a pretty decent amount of cameras over here for alright prices, I guess. I mean, nothing phenomenal. What, $15 for this camera, $8 for the others. Of course, none of them are tested, none of them powered on, and none of them had chargers. So do I want to take an $8 risk on a camera? I have no idea if it works. They write in Sharpie on all of them. I don't know if you noticed the Sharpie on all of them, so I'd have to take some like nail polish remover or rubbing alcohol to get it off. I could ruin the camera itself, so it's kind of a pain that they do this, and you'll see this trend coming up around this thrift store. You're gonna see they're pulling some shady things, and it was kind of bothering me big time. But we're gonna leave the cameras, take a look over here, and I stumble upon a really cool looking snow globe, a Cinderella snow globe. These can go for good money, guys. Take a look at the prices up here on the screen. They're not the exact snow globe, but I couldn't find this exact one. But this one's broken. It's damaged. This Mickey Mouse one is damaged. They're asking $20 for these snow globes that are all cracked and chipped and missing water. And oh my gosh, they were in rough shape. So of course I had to leave them. You don't want to buy that kind of stuff. I see this Guitar Hero World Tour. It said brand new on top in Sharpie. They want $50 for it. Maybe if it was actually brand new, but look at, they just taped it. That's clearly not original tape. They just taped it up in the back and wrote brand new in Sharpie on it, and that was the weirdest thing I've seen. And I turn around behind me, and oh wait, we see it again. Monopoly Star Wars, new, written in Sharpie right on it. And you take a look, it's $15. The edges are messed up, and same thing, they just put their tape on it. I don't know what this place is doing. It's clearly not new. It's clearly very used, and look at what they're doing. They're trying to tape these things up to charge more for them, $4 for that, but they're destroying the products. I don't know what look at all this tape. It's gonna ruin the packaging, it's gonna ruin everything, and I really thought all hope was lost. Look at how many games they have, charging up the you know what for these things, saying they're new, and they're over encumbered with them. But I did happen to find a good amount of things. I do end up putting some of this back because it just didn't really seem worth it, but I will go over it all in a minute here in my car, show you guys what I bought, what it's going to sell for, show you the Amazon listings. But if you take a look, man, they have so much. So many toys, so many board games. The prices are crazy. They're duct taping them up so you can't even look at them. Here's a Pokemon game, $10. That game actually went down in value quite a bit, sadly. But it's just crazy. Let's head out of this thrift store and I'll show you everything I found. Alright guys, we are back at the house. Let's take a look at everything I picked up. You're going to see some extra things because we swung by a pawn shop and I got some video games. So this is going to be pretty interesting and I'm going to flash up everything on the screen so you guys can see exactly what this is going for. So I ended up getting that PlayStation 2 controller for $3.99 and guys, this is a steal of a deal. This thing goes for about $85 over on Amazon, brand new. So that is a sweet find right there. We have these slim jewel cases for $4, Memorex, brand new sealed. These sell for about 20-ish over on Amazon. You guys, of course, can see all the fees and everything related on the screen right now. Still a pretty awesome find. Now this is a killer find. Even though this thrift store had so many items and so many of them were overpriced, you can still find deals. There's always hidden deals. This is Will and Grace, the complete series collection, $15. I opened it up and looked through all the discs. They're all clean. They're all good. Even if they weren't, I do have a disc cleaner. I wish I could sell this on Amazon, guys, and this is why I'm trying to get ungated and unrestricted in selling DVDs on Amazon. Take a look at the price right now. I think it's selling for over $200 used over on Amazon. On eBay right now, I think they're listed for around that $70 range, but in the solds, it looks like they're selling for about $40 to $50. So it's all over the place. Now, I might hold on to this, or I think I'm just going to price it pretty high over on eBay and wait until I am possibly getting ungated in DVDs, and then I can cross-post it or just send it into Amazon that way. Now, getting ungated in DVDs is a whole nother topic, of course. I don't know if I want to sell like thrift store DVDs over on Amazon. It's a little sketchy. I might only do new sealed ones that way. It's something I have to think about. Let's not look at the video games yet, but let's look right here. We got this Lego superheroes. It's Avengers. Now, I know you could hold on to Legos and they're usually worth more in the long run. This was $10. I'm only going to profit about $5 because I think it sells for total after fees of $15 minus my $10 buy cost. So I'm only going to make $5, but the rank was insane. It was like 700 in toys, or maybe it was even 70 in toys. This is going to sell the second I ship it off to Amazon, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. It's kind of a no-brainer, but maybe if I hold on to it till Christmas, I can make $20, $30 on it. I have no idea. This is something I have to figure out. It comes with these really cool minifigs down here. Bruce Banner, Falcon, Proxima, Midnight, and Outrider. I don't know. That's really freaking cool. Still, though, $10, kind of expensive, but hey, brand new Legos, you can't go wrong. This was neat. I've actually sold a few like this in the past. This is a Puzz 3D. This thing is absolutely massive. U.S. Capitol building, really cool puzzle, brand new sealed. It's going for a decent amount of money, ranks a little high, but again, with Christmas coming up, I don't mind getting things with high ranks. You'll actually see a few games in here that I got because they were cheap enough, even if the ranks are really high, because around Christmas time, everything sells. This was $8, this Quirkle board game. Sells for just about 30, just under 30 or somewhere like that. So again, no-brainer, not going to make a killing on it, but still going to make some decent money. I think that's all for that bag. Yeah, so let's take a look at this bag. These are some of the games I picked up. We will do a more in-depth look at these in a moment. But let's take a look right here. I got a DVD set, Breakthrough with Tony Robbins, $7.99, brand new sealed. Again, guys, take a look at the Amazon price on the screen. Selling for an insane amount of money, but over on eBay, it's selling for much, much less. Still, looks like I could easily get about $35 over on eBay. This might be something I hold on to, though, because it is brand new sealed. That's pretty sweet. Could be going for a lot of money. We'll see what happens there, but still, over on eBay, gonna make some good money. And it weighs over a pound, so it's gonna cost me about $3.27 to ship. Not bad at all. All right, here's something That's interesting. Millborn, the classic auto race card game. It was only $3. I scanned it into Amazon. As you guys can see over here on the screen, the picture is different. So I'm going to have to try to find this exact one. Hopefully it's still going for a good amount of money. I didn't do any more research into it because it was only $3. I figured, why not, right? You might as well just buy it. What else do we have here? That was from the pawn shop. Here we go. Brain Quest. This was $4. It was supposed to be half off because red was half off, or at least 25% off, but I guess they weren't doing the discount on toys, so I had to pay full price, but not bad, $4. Gonna make some decent money on this. Brain Quest. I remember playing and using these things back in elementary school. Very cool. Again, guys, very interesting thing. Candyland. I scanned it in, and I'll show you the listing that I scanned this barcode in. Look right here, guys. Different picture. That's because they probably reused the barcode, and this is an older model of the game. So I took a picture of the front using the Amazon seller app, and this one actually sells for almost $30 because it's slightly different. Maybe it was a kid that grew up with this exact model, and this is the model they want. So they're willing to pay the extra money. I know I do that with categories. I only like the older version, so I pay up a little bit each time. Odds are I find them in the thrift store, but I understand where people are coming from. Let's see what else we have here. Mad Dash. This had a very high rank. It's brand new, $3 though. Hopefully it sells. I think it was like 800,000 in toys, which is extremely high. I'm just hoping around Christmas time this will sell. It is late August. It's about to be September, so things should start picking up very soon. All right, here we go. This is going for good money. Blurble Volume 1, a fast-paced game, the fast-paced game for quick-witted people. $3.99. It's brand new. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Going for, I think, over $30. Pretty awesome there. Now, I picked up a book. I don't really buy books, but there was a lady there scanning books like crazy, and it made me start scanning books just because my service was horrible in there. I need to get a database on my phone for places with bad service. Hawaii, 99 cents. The rank is kind of high. Over a million, like 1.4 million, but I'm gonna make about $7 on it. I figured I'll take a $1 gamble. Why not? Let's see how long it takes to sell. And then a bunch of Harry Potter books. I buy these because I like to complete sets and sell them as complete sets. $1.99. What's this one? They were all over the place though. 99 cents. They were all mixed in with all the different books. $1.99. And all the prices are different. $1.99. $1.99, and I think the last one should be 99 cents. I wish they were all 99 cents, but at $2 it's still not bad. That's about my cutoff. Maybe I'll spend $3, but that's really pushing it if it's a harder to find one. These are much easier to find, the first 3 or 4 books. Once you get into the later books, they're much harder to find. Now let's take a quick look at the pawn shop stuff. So I pretty much only bought video games. I spent a grand total of $80 there. We got Game of Thrones on the PlayStation 4. A brand new sealed copy of NBA 2K12 on the PSP. Crimes and Punishments, Sherlock Holmes. Now, I think this game's worth a little bit, but I actually own this game. I bought it from GameStop.com, and it did not come with the case. So I bought it specifically for the case, and I'm going to sell it disc only over on Amazon. And I'm going to put my disc in here. Actually, I'll just sell my copy and keep this one. Not bad. Metro Redux, or Redo, however you want to say it. Not bad right here for the Xbox One. We'll look at that one last. Lego Marvel Avengers. Guys, this game actually goes for decent money. I only paid $2 for this one at that thrift store. I mean, at that pawn shop. Not bad. Broken case, but I have a lot of replacement cases, so I am not so worried about the price there. Saints Row 4. It's the first edition with Re-elect and Get Out of Hell. It comes with all the DLC and everything. Hopefully it's on the disc and it doesn't need to be on like a download code. That's something I always worry about. Hopefully it's just all on the disc. Yeah, it looks like it's on there. So that's good. Don't have to worry about that. We got Spider-Man Edge of Time. A lot of older Spider-Man games, guys, are good to look out for, especially ones for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. They're just worth some pretty decent amount of money. We have Oblivion Game of the Year Edition. Pretty cool in here. It's just no manual, no map, but at least it comes with the case and artwork. And then Tiger Woods Masters PGA Tour 12 for the Nintendo Wii. Now, 80 bucks for all that's not amazing, but take a look at what else I got. We got a bunch of PS Vita games. We have 2 copies of Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. We have a copy of Uncharted Golden Abyss, which actually sells for a decent, or it used to sell for a decent amount. Hopefully it still does. And this game, I think it's called, oh, it's Civilization Revolution 2 Plus. Didn't even know that game came out on the PS Vita. You guys can see what I paid right there. $75.22 plus $4.78 tax for a grand total of $80 since I was paying cash. Not bad. They didn't work with me that much on the price. All the games that I bought were, well, the Vita games they wanted $10 each for, and they wanted $10 for the PSP game right here. And I asked them, I'm like, hey, if I buy a whole bunch of things, can you guys work with me on price? They said yes. I was like, all right, cool. So I went and I grabbed a bunch of games on their $5 shelf, and he's like, okay, well, we can't change the prices of any of the PS4 or Xbox One games. So he pretty much, this Oblivion game, this Tiger Woods game, and this Lego Avengers game, he's like, okay, these could be $2 each. And I'm like, okay, what about everything else? He's like, we can't adjust the prices on anything else. So that's hardly working with me, but at least the prices were decent. I tried to get it for a bit less. Not going to happen, sadly. I almost, they had so many other games. I almost said, hey, I'm going to just buy these and resell these because they had a whole wall filled of them. And I almost asked to just buy this entire wall of them for $2 each, and I'll buy them all. And I don't think they would have gone for it because they were not budging on any of these games at $5 each. They had a few of them there where if they were $2 each, I would end up making about $2 to $3 profit, which would be worth it because I'd be buying in such quantity and such bulk. But I'm kind of glad I didn't do the deal. I'd rather just get things I know are going to sell. So that's everything I picked up, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School signing out. See ya.